What is up, everybody? We are officially streaming. As you see, I'm starting on my podcast. Not podcast, but I'm playing a Let's Play World of Warcraft, and it's entirely new and everything. So basically, this is
As
how
you
we're
see,
gonna
I'm
start it
starting
on my podcast. Not podcast, but I'm playing a Let's Play World of and basically, I'm gonna be checking how I'm gonna do. This World of Warcraft's kind of special, and this is dedicated to one of my friends who plays this game more than I do. But I'm one of those players who are what I call a seasonal player in World of Warcraft. So I'm playing as a priest. Yeah, let's get started. I apologize if my voice does not sound pretty good right now. Going with that, and here we start the first part of Let's Play World of Warcraft. We are officially rolling out as a priest.
Great tragedy has rocked the Tauren tribes and shaken their once stalwart devotion to the Horde. A disagreement between the new Orc war chief Garrosh Hellscream and the beloved Tauren chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof led to a duel that ended in Cairn's death. With his loss, the vile matriarch Magatha Grimtotem launched a murderous attack, attempting to seize control of Thunder Bluff for herself. However, Cairn's brave son, Bane Bloodhoof, successfully repelled the attack and banished the surviving Grimtotem to the farthest reaches of the land. Under Bane's hopeful leadership, the Tauren people now seek to heal their wounds and restore the balance between the various factions of the Horde. To this end, a new generation of Tauren Sunwalkers has arisen to lead their people into the light of a new dawn and the promise of rebirth. As a proud tribesman of Mulgore, you must uphold the honor of your people and safeguard the lands of your ancestors.
So I'm gonna play some music in the background because this is gonna be one of those things I'm gonna play for about an hour of streaming, and we're gonna see how it's gonna be like. So I gotta reduce the noise in the background. I got 5 viewers. Huh. Wow.
How may the eternal sun shine.
But I'm gonna be definitely using Heirloom. I've played the game far too long to not use it.
Hail. Ancestors watch. Peace, friend.
Peace, friend. Well met. We shall begin.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. Let's still recharging. I can't cast that spells are late. I can't cast that. It's still recharging. Closer. That spells are late. I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I can't cast that.
You wish to speak? What would be Winds people?
It's still recharging. I can't cast that. That spell is not ready yet. Target. It's still recharging.
what brings you here. Farewell. Maybe time soon.
First.
Well, that's the first time. I usually don't forget about that boss. On that boss, most of the time I end up accidentally leaving him because I forget that there's a item to pick up off of him. I'm like, oops. So that's a first in a while.
What brings you here? We
Ah, I've been expecting you. How may I aid you?
hail. Go. Greetings, traveler. We shall meet again.
So I'm not gonna be doing streaming like in the very morning, but I will have stream at least once a day. I plan on streaming once a day.
Goodbye.
As of right now, it's gonna be World of Warcraft. I want to do a stream on any kind of video games. I want to have like a theme, like especially like if Mondays football, I would do Monday Night Football with like a Madden edition doing connected franchise for about an hour. I want to change it up a bit. I want to kind of do things like that. It's gonna take time. So as of right now, I just got a new computer, and this is my very first ever streaming on this computer. If you've seen some of my old videos on YouTube, link down below my channel, that you can see that on it there are, I believe, very, very old videos, like a long time ago. Those videos were probably about 3 years old. So the quality for those are not great, but the quality for this is going to be much, much better. And I do have a few things I need to get that will perfect this channel or help improve it, like a gaming DVR and possibly a studio mic, so I'm not using this little mic all the time. So that's my game plan, but it takes time. So anywho, back to the game part. And Shelby, I will say priests are a lot of fun, even though a lot of people will be saying, why am I playing a Tauren? I'm a big Tauren fan. I don't mind Blood Elves unless it's some other class, but Blood Elves are like my second class I'll play as. But for now, it's going to be the Taurens. Taurens, in my opinion, are the master race.
I've been expecting you. Ancestors watch. Well met. Go in peace. How may I aid you? Ancestors watch. What brings you here? What brings you here? Something special. Be It's too far away. I can't cast them yet. It's still recharging.
Hello, Pandora listener. Sorry to disturb your music, but we think you'll like what you're about to hear. At Graze.com, we are reinventing snacking and would love for you to try one of our delicious snack boxes for free by clicking on the banner now. Choose from over 90 snack creations, such as our whole grain banana shortbread dippers with caramel sauce or our delectable chili and honey almonds. Each box is handpicked and mailed to your work or home. Click on the banner now to claim your first box for free.
The spell isn't ready yet. Hail. Goodbye. Go in peace. It's still recharging. I can't cast them yet. The spell isn't ready yet. The spell isn't ready yet. How may I aid you? Ancestors wonder, what brings you? Farewell. Be careful. I can't resist Peace, friend. Ancestors watch over you. Farewell.
I will say the quest involving beating Kyle can be one huge pain quest to do. There's sometimes if you're not in the right timing to find him on your route, it's like you sit there for 5 to 10 minutes waiting for that stupid dog to come in your direction in order to get that quest completed. So usually I usually just try to do is hopefully that it's on time. If not, then I gotta try to find him. I don't prefer trying to hunt him down, but sometimes that's just what you gotta do is you gotta find that NPC that's pretty annoying, and that's one of the most annoying NPCs I think in the game in this part in the beginning. You get like a piece of meat and you let that dog try to you just sit there and it's like you're hunting the dog as well, just so you can feed him.
Greetings, traveler. May the eternal sun shine.
The one thing I can say is this game has changed a lot since throughout the whole phases from expansions.
Care.
I played since vanilla. I actually, yeah, at the end of vanilla where Burning Crusade came out. But there's been a lot of changes. Some good changes, but most of it, not really. The good changes are they make the quests a lot more simple, where you can actually finally, you can finally basically find the NPC that you're looking for on the quest givers. That's a real nice thing I like about this game. Huge improvement what they did. Things I don't like. Well, many people who just got in this game won't know about it, but the old textures of World of Warcraft, like Kalmador and Eastern Kingdoms, had many different things about them. Now, with the expansion, Cataclysm came out, that changed everything. It changed the whole style, everything. Like, up there, if you can see where I'm pointing the direction where I started from, That used to be a little bit bigger. Some of the mountains didn't exist. That gate over there did not exist either. That all occurred after the Burning Crusade. After Taha. The Barrens have now actually turned into legit a bear. It's no longer like it's no longer what it used to be, like where you could walk all the way through to get to the spot you're trying to get to. And I was basically leading the other thing is I started out as Torn. My first character was a warrior. When I first played this game, I was a huge noob. In fact, everybody who starts out in the game is usually kind of a noob, unless someone who actually takes the time and read everything and played old previous MMO games, then they're kind of more experienced with this. But if this is your first time playing the game, like any kind of these games, you gotta start somewhere, no matter what. I had to. Many others had to. But it's not how noob. You know, I don't think anyone can be a bigger noob than I was with my warrior. When I started out with the warrior, I was basically a looting freak. I would loot everything. I wasn't like a ninja looter. I was more like a noob. Oh, I'll wear it here because it has better stats, even though I'm not supposed to be wearing it. A warrior wearing cloth gear, not a good idea. Not at all. So anybody who played with me in the past, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure many of those players have retired. So yeah, we're not doing that again. I am not gonna do that. That's just too much I want to say brain cells to kill on that one. I retired the name of that character, and I decided I'm never gonna play that character's name ever again, unless there's a huge demand where we bring back the character's name, and I will start a whole series with that one. And Shelby, if you are watching this, I am playing your priest. I am playing the priest that you picked, and this is basically almost your Let's Play, but it's not. It's mine. It's my new adventures. We're gonna start with the character you chose. Technically, I would start with a paladin, but I might be transferring some of my old characters from old accounts to this most active account. And I might have to do is just only take 3 paladins. I have 4 leveled out paladins, so... Well, not leveled out, but at that time they were. I'm actually quite surprised that I had that many characters. If anyone ever looks forward into getting into the game, if they know any friends who play or anybody who plays it, ask them. Ask them. They're willing to help you out. They're willing to get you started. In fact, the greatest way to get into this game is recruit a friend. I highly recommend it. It's the best perk you can get in this game. I've done some of my newer accounts starting with that so I can get a kickstart all over again, just get the feel and get through and level up. Anyone who does not know what recruit a friend is, it's basically kind of like, it has a lot of perks. You get not only play with your friend, if you add them on their battle tag, on your friends, and then when you play with that person, you get a lot more experience than a normal player would in general. And especially if you have on what I have for gear, which is heirloom, these heirloom pieces, they're gonna guarantee to give you even more XP. I know I was with my friends Shelby and JJ when both of them had recruit a friend when I was one of the recruits, that we got in one dungeon probably about 5 or 6 level ups. It was crazy. I don't know, but it's well worth it. It's not only for the level ups, but it's also the fun enjoyment out of it. You can play with your friend, and basically it's the best way to do. So I highly recommend it for anybody who's looking forward to getting the game. And it's like for the person that if you're the recruit that if you buy like 2 months of subscription because you already have one that's guaranteed because you get it from your battle chest, which is the game starter, that your friend not only gets a mount, but they also get is game time, I believe. They get a free month of game time. And it's always a blast watching people having fun with Recruit a Friend. It's actually a fun, enjoyable event in my opinion. If I had to do recruit a friend again, I definitely would. I would try to get another recruit of some sort. Not just for the mounts, it's just more fun playing with others. It definitely is. It's one of those things where you have fun, and it can be fun and shenanigans. I know back when I was in college dorm, my first recruit was my roommate, and that was quite a fun. Every time we played World of Warcraft, we always had sun in our hands. It was too much fun.
Hello.
This game is awesome, but the only thing is I will tell you, a lot has changed about this game other than the environment. It used to be like a huge community game. Like before, they had crossover realms attached to certain zones that basically that reputation was a big deal. It was a big deal back then. Because these realms, some of them were small, that your name's spread all over the place. You had your engineering hunters, then you had, there were so many other things in there, but the reputation was a big thing. It was really big, for sure. Reputation was a big thing. It was really big, for sure. Reputation was a big thing. It was really big, for sure.
I can't cast that yet. I need to get closer. The spell isn't ready
anybody who's watching my stream, I apologize if my music seems to cut in and out. It's through my headset, so I like to listen to sound in the background. So if you hear it on and off, I apologize. But the other thing is, I'm uploading some of these videos to my YouTube channel, so some of it might go through, some of it might not, because it's part of the copyrights.
How may I aid you?
Alright, so I just hit level 10 and I gotta decide what I want to pick. I'm not a healer. I like doing damage, but I heard Shadow Priests are not that strong in the beginning. So I gotta think this one through. I like to be Shadow. Entirely, it's kind of like difficult choice in the beginning. I know Holy for sure is a healer. Disc Priest is also damaging, like damage, I think. But I'm gonna go with the Shadow Priest. That's what I like to go with. So it's already out of my way. If anybody who has a better opinion of what I should start with, let me know and explain to me why I should go that way. If it's just because the spells or some sort, it kind of doesn't bother me. It's just like the spell time and all that. So just let me know, guys. Be willing to help me out. This is actually the first time I'm actually leveling a priest. I don't really know much about them, so gotta start somewhere. For sure.
Walk with the earth, mother.
And if you guys are wondering what add-ons am I using, I am using quite a few add-ons. One add-on I'm using is Spellbidden's Flash. Basically, it's kind of like a help DPS rotation add-on. I'm also using Scada. I prefer that over Recount. Recount is kind of a little behind unless they updated their stuff, but I like using Scada. It has a lot more stuff into it. I'm using Auctioneer perk if I ever decide to start auctioning off things. But I also, and one other one I have is I highly recommend anybody who start using add-ons, start using the Spellbind Flash and Deadly Boss mods. I highly recommend them. They really will really help you out in this game. Those two alone for sure. Everybody else has their certain stuff, like some people who don't like the interface where my spells are at, they will get a new interface called LBUI. LBUI. It's nice, but I've always had problems with it because you have to take the time and sit down and customize it just the way you want it. Plus, like, it's not like where your spells automatically come out compared to the other stuff. LUI, you have to, like, I think shift or something. It's like a control. Like, there's a key that has it to remove it.
I've been
Like some of the spells you don't want, or you just replace them with a spell that you're gonna replace it with, sure. But, if you guys are wondering about add-ons, feel free to message me on Summonum. I'm using Cursed Client for most of my add-ons. Some people use WinRAR, WinZip to extract them and have them in that case. You can do it either way you want it. But I look up videos if I was learning, try to do it for the first time by Googling it. It's easy just to Google Cursed Client add-ons or how to add on things. Ooh. Wow, that's rare. That pink bird is actually a rare creature. It's very rare to see it around. That's like the first time I've seen it in probably about a month or two playing. Oh, not a rare. Is that another one? Yeah. What is today? The day that basically I started doing my Let's Play and now all the rares are coming out? Oh, come on. The other thing I usually do is when I start with a new character, that first zone I start with, I'm kind of like I'm kind of like grinding, killing stuff
well met.
until like I'm a level 6 or 7, and then by the time I start doing actual quests where I go to the Bloodhook village, I'm already like almost level 10.
Peace, friend.
So I kind of do it that way, but I don't want to waste the time of stream on that. I'd rather make it enjoyment, challenging, kind of fun. Things I've heard about in the past, I've had participating in the past. There's challenges in WoW that many people don't really hear about. One was called the Iron Man Challenge, and it was a challenge that if a player could reach max level without using uncommon, rare, I think it's like rare, epic, heirloom, or legendary items, that they get like an achievement or some special thing out of it. It's extremely hard because you cannot use anything that's not considered good. And I think the other one was that you couldn't use a talent tree. I'm not sure. That might be too. So you had to play the game kind of like a noob. Kind of like a noob. But many people who did that challenge did it as a hunter. It was much easier to do the hunter because you have a pet to help you along the side. Hunter, warlock, priest, mages. Most of the main casters. Very rare saw it with paladins or warriors or anything else. I think Death Knights were not allowed on that one because they already started at level 50. I think it was level 50 or level 55. Oh, and the other thing is, if anybody has any idea what kind of like what profession I'd be playing for this priest, let me know. I'm just curious. I don't know whether if it should be enchanting tailor or something like that. So feel free to let me know with all the messages. You can just message my inbox and I will reply back
The spell is
for sure.
but still recharging. I can't keep still. The spell is radiant. But still recharging. I can't keep still. The spell is recharging. The spell is radiant. But still recharging.
We are going to be finishing up this after I complete these last few quests up here, and I will call it a day with this priest. So we gotta finish up the Hunter's Way, we gotta finish the Wild Man Totem,
I can't keep still.
so we're not too far. I gotta kill maybe a few more.
But still recharging. I can't cure still yet. The spell is radiant. But still recharging. I can't cure still yet. The spell is radiant. But still recharging. I can't cure still yet.
Only one more we just need is a alpha. Oh, we just need an alpha tooth, and that should be it.
It's too far away. The spell is radiant.
And that is it. Going to cash in these, and that should be it for the video. The one thing I will tell you is, yeah, I kind of feel like the video would have been longer if I didn't have my Chauffeur's chopper. And people who don't know, it's a was a free mount after you get, I think, 25 pieces of heirloom gear. You get a free mount that carries you around starting from level 1 to level 100. But many people use it just for level 1 through 20. That's when you can unlock your ground mount. But back in my day, ground mounts used to be like level 40 or level 40, I think was vanilla. Burning Crusade was level 30, and Wrath it was level 30. So
Ancestors,
at least quite a bit different.
greetings.
I'm very happy with what Blizzard has done, making the game even though it's somewhat easy, but
Walk with the
it
earth.
saves a lot so much time.
Well met.
And that is it, everybody. I'm calling it a day. Thank you for watching.